I can remember that first day of school. I remember what it felt like. I was nervous, but I was also excited. I didn't know my teacher. I hadn't met all my classmates. I wasn't even sure if I had everything I was going to need. There's the bus. Yeah, I remember. It was a good day.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an actress.
I want to be a Lego artist.
I want to be a doctor when I grow up.
I would like to be an ornithologist.
I would like to be a police officer.
I would like to be a scientist. This is what I made out of toothpaste, water, and soap.
I'm currently in a combined MD and PhD program between Duke and Oxford, and I work on developing a malaria vaccine. The class that was transformative for me was AP Biomed, taught by Mrs. Welch. This class was infamous for being challenging. For one project, the histology project, we would come into class on the weekend, for months on end it seemed, to work on our microscope slides. When teachers commit their own nights and weekends to give students a foundation this strong, we go forward prepared for the challenges ahead. I sat in my biology courses in college and thought, I've seen 90% of this before, and I've already read this exact textbook. I'm going to spend my time on activities outside the classroom, such as research in a lab or volunteering in a hospital, that ultimately prepared me to become a physician scientist.
No, it like kept going past the wall too. So
it's really amazing to see the new technologies that doctors and researchers are coming up with to treat disease, and how technology is being incorporated in that, whether it's bionic prosthetics or nanotechnology. You can see how robotics and technology in general is revolutionizing the medical field.
Let's see if this works.
I've always wanted to be a doctor, pretty much since I was a little kid. I really think that it's about helping others and forming relationships, and I think being a doctor is a really direct way to do that.
At first, he was somewhat interested when he took my business law class. He was interested in looking into a career in law. And then, as he thought about it more, he really realized he wanted to be a physician. And with his love of sports, it would be fabulous if he became an orthopedic surgeon. It would be perfect for him.
Sports has been a huge, huge influence on me.
On your marks, get set.
The team aspect and how important that is to success, and the bonds that you form with your coaches and players and teammates. I just think I'm going to cherish those for the rest of my life, and I learned so much from them and have so much fun.
Push through that way.
I really mean it when I say I think I've had incredible teachers. Freshman year, Mrs. Sayers really had a huge impact on me. I would say more so just about life than about school.
I really believe that everything I do in the manner in which I teach, whether it's a piece of literature or talking about a career, I try and instill passion in them.
One book that delivered a lot of inspiration to the entire class was Tuesdays with Maury. It's about how you should live your life. The main takeaway from that book that I got was your purpose in life is to devote yourself to others and devote yourself to your community. And I really took that to heart.
My hopes for David is that he achieves everything that I know he can achieve, because he possesses all the skills he needs to succeed, both personally and academically.
I always think about the opportunity I have in my life and how I want to use it to impact the world.
So two big things are like what we want to finalize pricing, and then we also want to make sure that quantity is comfortable for everybody. I think international entrepreneurship is a great example of ways that I've been able to advance my own career goals. We work on an international level, trading products with other countries, sometimes other schools in places like Ghana and Thailand and Australia. And then on the local level, we come back and serve organizations in our local community, Seattle Adaptive Sports, Seattle Children's Hospital. And so it's given me that idea of international business, made it a lot easier to sort of break down borders and trade products. And then also, I've always been extremely interested in pursuing philanthropic goals, and it's given this entire context to, you can serve 4 or 5 organizations, and it doesn't just need to be money, it can be your time. And as a group of students, we have so much power to influence change within those organizations.
So as we all know, that we started a new recent project that we've nicknamed the Garden Squad.
Adrienne, I've had the pleasure of working with her for the last 3 years. I've had her in my classes for the last 2 years, as well as her being an officer, a president of DECA. But probably, and I just shared this with another teacher, the greatest thing I've seen about Adrienne is her willingness and her growth in this last year to lead other students, making other people better.
In the future, I'm looking to business administration, some major in business, depending on what schools offer, and definitely a minor in finance, entrepreneurialism, Spanish, something that would advance my opportunities in business. It was actually kind of a unique way of finding out that I wanted to go into business. Like for my entire, 15 years before that, I was planning on being an astronaut, being an author, Egyptologist, all these different things. And in sophomore year, my parents told me that I needed to do a career tech credit. And so they said, okay, just try marketing. We're both business people, like you'll love it. And I kept fighting back. No, I'm gonna be an astronaut, of course. Like that's what's gonna happen. And so I tried out marketing and absolutely fell in love with it through the DECA program, through the curriculum. Like every day, that's the type of class that I wake up excited to go to.
Being here at Mercer Island has been phenomenal. From 19 years ago when I first started teaching marketing to probably about 8 or 9 years ago when the foundation jumped in and saw what we were doing and said, can we expand this, and we'll give you resources and funding, and actually to develop a full curriculum for the International Entrepreneurship class. And I think our community is so entrepreneurial and kind of thinking and going beyond the classroom and out of the box. It allows me as a teacher, and has allowed me, not only for me to go outside of the box, but the students as well.
The success of our students is based on teamwork. It comes from our community, it comes from our foundation, it comes from the teachers. When parents support the foundation, it carries right over to supporting the student.
I think the community is great. It's sort of unparalleled even in the sense that we have students that have basically been together since kindergarten, and now we're graduating high school and we've known each other that whole time. And so you form a lot of strong bonds with students and also with parents. And there have been many times when I've needed help on school projects, especially DECA, and looking to other business people. I mean, my parents have listened to the presentations like 50,000 times, and so I look to the community to give me some extra help and extra motivation, and they've done an amazing job at that. I have become involved in Mercer Island Communities That Care. We have a chapter here on the island. And again, just another support network, really giving back to my experience, and I hope that I contribute to that as well.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor, a baker, or a priest.
I want to be a police officer.
I want to be a singer and a writer.
I want to be a veterinarian.